Hello, and welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Divine Honey Podcast. Welcome to the welcome to Divine Honey Podcast. I'm your host, your friend, your daily inspiration, Tamyka Johnson, and thank you for joining. This show is about human experiences. Each week, a Divine Honey guest will share stories about love, life, journey, and purpose. If you feel inspired, leave a comment. If you're listening to the replay, also leave a comment. I look forward to your feedback. I look forward to hearing what you have to say and your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bougie Girl YouTube channel because you don't want to miss an episode of Divine Honey or any of the other amazing videos on this channel. Today, I would like to welcome one of my best friends, our Divine Honey guest, Jaybird. He is, he has a personality, a D personality, which means he's very focused and results driven, which identifies with most CEOs, which has led him to a career in digital marketing, mainly paid social ads. He has his own marketing business, Yamaro83, and I will drop that website in the description. He believes in facts, challenging the status quo, human experiences, and Kanye. His goal is every day is to be better than I was yesterday. Welcome, Jay.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on
Yes.
and spending time with your best friend.
Yes. Bestie.
Yes. So today's topic, if you guys don't know or didn't see in the description, is can the opposite sex be friends? And that's what right?
Yeah.
How long have we been friends?
We met in 2002, either, I want to say in the fall. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Kirkwood in 2001. The first 6 months I was by myself and a little on the lonely side.
Yeah.
And then I started to dip my toes in water in 2002. Sometime 2002, which is basically 20 years.
20 years of friendship.
20 years.
20 years.
That's a long time, y'all.
And we met. First thing I remember, I don't remember when.
We both remember this.
I remember this. One day I seen you in the library or whatever, and you tapped me, go, weren't you in that Black People's Club? And I was like, the African American Student Organization?
Yeah, that one.
That one.
That one, yes.
Very blunt guy. Speaks his mind, right?
Which has got me in trouble with people once every so often.
Yes,
you included sometimes.
Yes.
The group, we went like 3 or 4 times, maybe. Nothing ever came out of it.
Nothing ever came out of it, but
Except
which this comes later of our passion for social work and social justice that we've both been a part of as we became adults. But it started there. Isn't it interesting? We were very good friends, and it's always the question, can men and women be friends? The one thing I noticed about Jake, he always had strong friendships with women. Like, you'd hang out, go on trips, and where does that come from? Because you had a lot of strong female friendships that were friendships.
My guess is my mother.
I know your mother. I love her.
That's my guess. I don't know. I thought about that before too. Like, I don't know. This is the one guy friend I consider him like a brother. Other than him, I have some close twos, but it's always been females. I have no idea why. No idea why. I wish I knew an answer. I actually don't know. It is what it is.
I think the friendship just grew organically, spending time together, going out to eat. He was a bum in college, so he always needed somewhere to like crash, or I would always take you out to eat all the time. We'd go to Wendy's.
I feel like that's a little exaggeration. I had my own place for a while, and then I did the couch surfing, which is more fun.
Yes.
We'll just see what happens. We'll see where the night takes you. Sometimes it took me some weird places. Sometimes it did it.
So navigating, us being the opposite sex and always ultimately being in relationships. Yep. How do you think that worked? Like, just kind of keeping our friendship and navigating through, relationships, because I think there's a stereotype that if a man and a woman have a close bond, it has to be romantic.
And that's a stereotype. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't the easiest thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this is how I feel. So back in college when I was going through some things, there's this one moment. I don't know if you remember this. I was messing with this other girl, and something happened, and I was distraught as hell. And I was like, ah. And I don't know if I called you, I went to your house, or you came to my house. I don't know what happened. I can't remember what it was. You just hung out with me.
Mhm.
I don't think you said anything special, but to me, that meant a lot to me, and that stuck with me ever since then. Like, I was like, to me, that felt like a real friend. So when I have a wife now, we've been together for I don't know 13 years. We got together like, hey, I have this friend Tamyka, like she's like a sister to me. I just expect like I want to meet her, and and it's my friend. I can never let you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's just never going to happen. It's
Right.
You're a part of my life. We know each other's families. Have those been difficulties? Yeah, that's life. But we figured it out. I think if you're really good friends with somebody, you figure it out. And if someone doesn't like you, if you have a husband and wife and they don't like significant other, I mean, maybe their problem. I don't know. They got their own insecurities.
Yeah, I think like for me, like I was always able to introduce like to my boy. I was in a couple long-term relationships. The first one wasn't bad bringing you in. He knew what the friendship was, and you talked to him. We all had hung out together, so it just being upfront about that relationship in the beginning. Like I have a really good guy friend, and he's part of my life. These are people that are a part of my life, and here it is.
Yeah.
And the second one was a little harder because I had a jealous boyfriend, but that's what we're saying, the ups and downs of balancing. It, but
it is what it is. And you've had issues with my wife. We've had it's ups and downs. But it's like any relationship, nothing's ever really easy.
No. And growth. I think getting older, and learning, because I think some stuff was just we weren't mature enough to handle or or conforming to society of relationships between man and woman, that it always has to be romantic or something there, when you can have healthy, balanced relationships.
It's a bad stereotype.
Yeah.
And I think people I think if you're a dude, you have a girlfriend, in my opinion, and you all of a sudden you have a new girlfriend who's in your life, like, okay, how do I introduce this person to this person? And like, I think you should be upfront. This is who they are, part of my life, and I mean, it is what it is. And it automatically think, okay, the new person is going to be jealous automatically. It may be true.
Sure. And they may not.
Yeah, but let them know, like, this is me. Take me for who I am, and my people are in my life, and it is what it is. That's just how I feel about it. But society is a bitch sometimes, and it don't work out that way either.
Right. I think I would say the easiest thing is just being upfront and honest about any relationships that you have with other people, and you just got to navigate through them as they come. But we've had a lot of fun times. I will say a time that you were there, I was graduating from college, and you're transitioning into going out and applying your degree, and he came up a night before everybody else, and I had a boyfriend at the time. A night before everybody came up, and we said, we're going to do, what was it called at Iowa State? You drink Friday after class. Remember, it was Friday after class. You start drinking at like 2:00, and you have to make it through the whole night.
Which is so hard to do.
We went to every dive bar. We had so much fun.
We can't do that now. I can't.
Yeah. So you've been there for a special occasion. You were there for my graduation, and that was a big deal. And
yeah. You've been through. I don't think I've had too many lows in the past. I don't think so. But whenever I've had one, you're probably the first person I think of to call. Like, I got to talk to somebody. I don't. Some people call their parents, or they have like I call you, or I gotta talk to somebody. So most times you're the first thought. Just, I mean, to me, like a sister. So it's like, okay, I talked to my sister. I gotta get this off my chest, and you're like my free therapist. And then, like yesterday, she'd say some shit I don't want to hear. Like, oh God, leave me alone. I just want to be like, what do you call that? Confirm what I'm saying. But then she'll say some stuff like, well. She tells me the truth. She doesn't BS with me.
Yes.
I kind of want that, but
no, I can't.
Tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I want to hear.
No.
Yeah, like, Yeah, you were at my wedding. She was my best man / woman, which was a very unique wedding.
Mhm.
Well, that's fine. It was her and other girls in my groomsmen party, and it was important to me. It was super important to me. Now the person I thought was who had been there for me, and I appreciated everything about them, like at my side, and it so happened to be a woman, but it's it's not the same. It was just the personality. I don't think it was so much to do with the sex. It was just like this person means a lot to me in my life. But whether it was a man or a woman, I want them by my side in an important part of my life. That's how I felt. So yeah.
Yeah. There was another instance where you were there for me. You know, life happens. You're living your own life, relationships, kids, marriage, navigating through life. And I was in a situation where I kind of hit a low point in my life and I ended up moving to Arizona. And the first thing, and I had things going on that I did not confide in people about until I had to, right? So I tell him everything that's going on. I tell him I'm going to move to Arizona. And what he did for me was he linked up, he told his mom the situation and what I was going through. And when I got here, I had like a mother figure, like to like, I don't know, to kind of just share your mom and like just to know your family. It just means a lot because me, that first year of being here, I don't know what I would have like done without Cynthia. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, my mom's special.
Yeah, oh man, she's crazy. I love her.
She is crazy, y'all.
But
She's
yeah,
crazy.
just to be there and to extend that, that means a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever I could do to help.
Yeah.
Because obviously I couldn't be there, so I was like, okay, well, that was like an automatic. Oh, wake them up right away. Wake them up. They have the same beliefs religiously, so it worked out very well. I don't, but that's okay. But here's the thing, y'all. We don't believe the same thing religiously. That's a whole other ball game. We never delve deep into that conversation. It's like we agree to disagree and leave it at that. That's how I feel about it. However, her and my mother all about it, and they vibe. I mean, it's like she's a sister. That's what it is. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So we've been friends now 20 years.
Yep.
And he's here in Arizona on a work retreat. So he got to link up with me and see me. So it's great to have him in person. I did want to bring up another thing that, like, remember I said we started from the African American Student Organization. So we had an awareness then at a young age and cared about the world and cared about things because we participated in things and we had a lot of conversations. So when everything started with like George Floyd and the pandemic, everything that was going on, we both were really passionate and we were both, first thing I did was make sure you were okay as things that are going on with Black men in the world. Had to check up on you and what that was doing mentally and just having these discussions and both of us going out into our communities. I want you to talk, what are some of the things that you did in the community? I think you did some really great things. So I would like for you to touch on it.
In general, just for it's kind of hard. It's hard to say. I've done a lot of equity work in the past, and I'm not a protest person. Let me phrase that. When George Floyd happened, it was ill-advised to go protesting or bringing your kids. It wasn't worth it for us. And I think protest is a whole nother thing. It's effective in a certain way, but I don't think that's how you get things done. I'm more of you need to push policy agendas. You need to get the right people in office and move things around. That's how I feel. But honestly, I was just trying to be there. So I was like, I can't protest because of family. What can I do to get the message out and try to talk to people? And I'll do some YouTube work for my job at the time. So I took that skill set and I started making videos, and I would put them online, share them with my community. And it sounds cheesy, but it started a huge dialogue, at least in my community. And I've learned I can't change the world. I can change where I live. I can at least do that, but I can't change the world. So just started dialogue. A couple of groups popped up, and they're still working to try to get things done. But it's just, I did the best I could with the tools I had. I went to George Floyd Memorial a couple of times. It wasn't very fun, but it was
very somber, very dark. I mean, somebody died on the street, and you can feel that energy there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And I tried to, and I did some stuff for Black business. Actually, the most important thing I did was I hooked up Black business with the right people. And when I say that, then when George Floyd happened, you all know everybody wanted to help Black folks. Everybody's like, well, we're going to do this. I connected one of those type of business with an organization that work with Black businesses, and it's grown so much in this past year just by that one introduction. And it's helped more Black businesses so much in the past year. So that was probably the biggest thing I'd done. But I was just trying to connect other people to make their lives better. I was looking for like fame or anything. Even with the YouTube thing, it was starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But I was like, I'm not in this to get for popularity for YouTube. I don't want to do that. I was trying to start dialogue and create conversation and stuff like that. So after a while, I stopped. One, it was just tiring. It was really tiring. A lot of people would come up to me in my community and start talking to me and say, you know what? I got invited to a bunch of things. You want to come speak to this? I was like, no, this is not fun for me. I'm not here to inspire you or make you feel good. I don't got time for that. Even the videos I had to do late at night after work with the kids, and it's exhausting. So I did what I did, and I moved on. I don't know what else to say.
And it reached to what it needed.
Yeah, it reached.
It reached.
It affected a lot of people. I will say that. It affected a lot of people, the videos in their work. And one lady showed her video to her boss, white boss, and they ended up doing a bunch of stuff at Juneteenth. And I moved stuff in my work as well. And it did stuff, I guess. So I don't know, it's a long-winded answer.
Yeah, but I'm proud of you for that stuff. We're doing social work and injustice work is a lot of work. It's very, very hard, and it can be mentally draining.
Mentally, emotionally, everything draining. Thankless job you get. It's a thankless job. It is.
It is, but
you still do it.
You still do it.
That's like when someone says, "Hey, you're having a conversation," and the brown person, or whatever you call them, will say, "Well, it's not my job to tell you how to do that." Well, if you're not going to do it, who's going to do it?
That is true.
They're not going to. It's not my job to explain it to you. Well, if you don't, it'll keep happening to it. It was a white person. If somebody said some bogus stuff, someone's got to do it. They're not going to do it themselves. So, got to do it. It's exhausting as Black and brown folks, but who else is going to do it? That's what it comes down to me. I don't know.
Yeah. So I thought that was just an interesting time that we both kind of got into that arena. I actually did go protest. I was just enraged. I went out there to protest by myself.
Yeah,
well, I was like, what? Like, if I go to jail, nobody gonna know I'm out here.
That's fine. I was like, I'm
good. Protest brings awareness, but then
Correct.
You have to think about the action. So I was like, oh, how can I be effective? And then I joined an organization, the Phoenix LLC, which I'm still a part of, the Ministry of Justice. So check us out on Facebook. But
shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But yeah, so those are things we have in common, and I appreciate the 20-year friendship.
Yeah. And how many times have I pissed you off in 20 years?
He's pissed me off so many times.
Here's the thing. You know how many times she's pissed me off? 0. I never once got mad at her. Not once.
Well,
no, I've never got mad at her.
When I was younger, he was very, very blunt. One time I was talking to him on the phone, and I'm telling him the
story.
No,
you gotta tell a story.
I do have a habit of repeating stories. So I tell people, stop me if you heard it. This man sits on the phone. He goes, I don't give a damn. You already told me this shit. I don't care. You said I don't care. You already told me this shit.
I feel like I said something else. I'm not gonna say what I think I said.
I was so mad, but then I got used to it after a while. You said I don't. I said I don't care. I'm like, I guess bad. Okay.
She had talked to me for like 3 weeks.
I was so mad.
It was longer than that actually.
I was really mad at you.
But here's the thing. I did that same thing with 2 other people. It's something I say, and it happened to be 2 other females that I hung out with a lot. One of them they eventually forgave me, but I had this thing of talking too much, saying things I shouldn't be saying. And I as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, that was a bad idea. So I'm sorry.
And all your women friends and your wife have checked you on this.
Yes, they have.
On your sensitivity levels.
Yes, they have. None of my guy friends, they think I'm fine.
I think though.
I feel bad when I do. Like those things, I was like, I should not have said that. And at the time, I don't know. I don't know if I realized it. I realized once I got in trouble, but now I'm like, oh, you don't do that. That was an asshole move, and I regret some things I've said in the past. I don't regret too often, but
yeah. But I will say we've had some really good times. I will say something where friends can be family too. Sometimes we wish for things like, oh, I wish my mom or my dad or this or that. Sometimes you have to just embrace and love the people around you. There was a Christmas that I had a gathering. It was the funnest Christmas ever. It was just all my friends. My mom was there. My brother was there. My boyfriend, and then all of our friends. And I remember just because I was cooking, because my mom acted like she gonna cook something, and I was up doing everything. And everybody's in the living room. You were there, just playing spades, having a good time. And that's one of just like my earliest memories of like family. Family doesn't always have to be blood. And a lot of people in that living room, I'm still friends with. I'm in contact with. So just
that was probably one of my, as far as like fun Christmas, that was probably my most fun Christmas because it was just a good time. Good time with no drama, having fun, playing spades, just kicking it. I don't know if we even had any like Christmas presents numbers, all just hanging out. It was a good time.
So I guess with can men and women be friends? Yes. Can men and women be friends and they have their significant other relationships? Yes, I would just say with that, just always be up front. This is it, and you can look at it. These are my friends. These are my people. You don't have to go into it being like, I have this guy friend or I have this girlfriend. No. Oh, I have my tribe, and this is who my tribe is. And I want you to get to know my tribe. I think it starts there. And then once everybody's spending time together, it doesn't matter.
Agree.
Yeah, I think it's really just.
Like, well, who do you like? When you're down and out, who do you talk to? Who's your go-to? Everyone call it. Like if who's the reliable one? Because friends come and go, obviously, or people associates, but who's always there, constantly up and down. I think it's what matters. Doesn't matter what sex it is. If that person's there for you and you're there for them, I think that's all that really matters. Especially when you have significant others, like then, because significant others you have fights with them, and you need someone else to lean on. At times, it's times like that. So,
and you need that good friend, like when you're in a relationship, someone to give you like good advice. Like when we talk, I mean, you're a guy, but I'm giving you a woman. When we're talking, I'm giving you a woman's perspective because I can see where your wife is coming from. Like we're talking about love language. You have to speak to us. Vice versa, men and women on each other's love language.
She said my language was good.
No, that's not.
Please, Jay, you just shut up. Just listen for a second.
You're like, I don't talk like that. Yes. I was like, can you just try something like different? I think it's really just the approach. just try something.
But I like
different.
my approach.
Well, we don't like it. We don't like it.
It's probably true. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways.
I see my sister-in-law commented, Mom acting like she going to cook or something. My mom always pretending like she gonna cook. Talking about, I made the greens, ma'am. That's all you made.
But even that though, like we both know our families.
Yeah.
Like pretty well, I think.
I mean, I've hung out with both your brothers. I've had Easter, like here, her brothers and her mom. I went over their house for Easter.
You spend more holidays with them than me. Not even joking. No, for real. She spent more holidays with my parents than yeah. I spent two holidays with you.
Yeah. But I spent a little more with his family.
I feel like I got cheated out of that situation, but I'm gonna let that go.
So, this was a good talk. I wonder what you guys got. Do you guys have like your guy, your friends of the opposite sex, or do you think do you have trouble being friends with the opposite sex? Or I actually don't. Actually, I want to add this. You know how, because I'm part of like a women empowerment group, so I'm really about sisterhood as well. And so I always think when women say, I don't deal with women, I get along better with men. I don't know, that rubs me the wrong way too, because there's something else there. I think we need different, you got to diversify your portfolio. You got to have this, that, that's different nationalities, different backgrounds.
Stereotypes, have to put yourself in a box.
That's what that is.
Do that. The more different perspectives and whatever around you, the better. I think so. More like me would be preferable, obviously, because I'm the best.
And you believe in Kanye?
Kanye's the best.
Okay. Well, I do have a little game for us to play. I like to ask these 10 questions. Let's get it started. So the first thing you think of You got to say it. Okay,
I'm
off the
about
dome.
I'm about to look.
Well, no, just
Okay, I'll pretend.
no. Just look at the camera. They don't know.
Oh,
Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
What's your favorite word?
Fuck.
What's your least favorite word?
Poop.
What motivates you?
Me.
What's your theme song?
Kanye.
What sound or noise do you love?
9 Inch Nails.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Crying.
What's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Sun, moon, or stars?
Stupid. I don't know. I have no idea.
Your purpose?
Be better than I was yesterday.
And then I'm going to kind of reword this for you. If there is a pearly gate, if there is a heaven, what would you like God to say to you as you arrived at the pearly gates?
Surprise, bitch. I don't know. What do you want him to say to me?
No, that's good. Surprise, bitch.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Surprise, bitch. I exist.
Bet you see this one coming. Yeah. It's about to be a really awkward conversation.
Never.
I mean, I don't know, y'all. It's just the Bible system.
Stop.
What?
No, I'm joking. We're not doing a religious thing right now.
How many wrote that book? I lost like 5, 6 people. Get out of here.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, how many females wrote the book? Okay, we'll stop.
But he is taking a trip to Jerusalem. So I told you he's going to come back in Israel. He's going to come back baptized, you guys. I already know. But anyways.
I want to come back. I want to go and poke some holes.
No, but when you do that trip, I do want you to come back on because that is just interesting to be able to go and see that.
It's bucket list item.
Yeah.
It's bucket list item.
Yes. So
yeah. So if you can be a friend, a family opposite, you be friends with opposite sex. I don't think it's. Yeah. A friend's a friend, y'all. I don't know. They're rare as hell. True friends are very, very, very rare. I got like 2 legit true friends. There's people that are like friends, but like there's 2 people I could probably say whatever I want to say unfiltered. Mm-hmm. You're one of them. And there's some stuff I don't say, obviously because of that last conversation right there. I don't say something.
Oh, I don't care about that.
But there's some stuff I don't say, but like I could like completely. I don't have to worry about filtering myself.
Yeah, you don't really even have to filter yourself on that.
Yeah, see, last time I filtered myself, she got mad at me.
That was years ago. I've evolved. I got therapy. I evolved.
I know. But I think if you can talk to somebody, you don't have to worry about, you can say whatever you want, and they're not going to judge you for it. That is rare.
That's rare.
It's super rare. So I keep those people around. I don't know what they look like. I mean, I don't do ugly people, but yeah.
He's kidding. He's so kidding. I don't have any ugly friends. I can't. Oh, God.
They make my eyes hurt.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining Divine Honey. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining. And, I did want us to add one more thing about friendships. You can be friends with anyone as long as it's a healthy friendship, a forgiving friendship, a loving friendship, and there's mercy and grace in that friendship. And guess what? People do mess up and make mistakes. You can always reconnect. You can always fix it if you want to, if you choose to. So, yeah, it's about connection, not whether you're black, white, male, female. Whatever. All right. Well, you guys have a good day. Happy Sunday.
BFF right here.
BFF. Bye, guys.
Bye.